I'd just say, before you do that, you know, we would have to work it out, Janet,
Yeah,
Toby and I, and for next year's budget that we're
The
working on.
cash, yeah, I mean, you're asking if the cash is there, it's just a matter of we gotta work it into, the you know, we don't have it in
And
our
the,
budget.
and the second part is, you know, we hired Bill and his company to do just what he's doing, advising us. You know, so I put our city's trust in Bill because of his relationships with other communities, and he works strictly with communities. And I'm gonna say we've run this gas company pretty good with one lady over there, and we haven't flushed it down the toilet. And it's a good deal for all of us. So I see having Bill here and having his advice as a positive thing going forward. It's calculated risk, but chances are, I think we're gonna be growing here and need it. That's all I'll say.
I have one additional question.
Yep.
So this is just for winter use. What additional cost is there for summer use, and where are we at capacity wise for our summer use? Because we only have 330 for summer right now.
Yeah, you don't need any more.
No, okay.
Nobody wants to get summer rates because you don't use them and then you just get saddled with costs when you don't use them.
Sure.
And we have plenty of excess capacity. We serve 55 communities and I've been doing this 27 years. I know you guys don't know who I am, but I'm still serving the first customer I picked up 27 years ago. We've got 100% retention. All we do is serve municipalities. So we're here to help you guys. We're here to get you on the right track, all three of the communities actually. And I wouldn't be here telling you this stuff. I don't work for the pipeline. I'm working for you guys. But I also want you to understand that this deal is really, really good. And I wouldn't be telling you if it wasn't, because I'm here to help you.
I move to join in.
Second.
10-year or 2-year deal?
2 years.
It doesn't matter if you go 2 years, it doesn't hurt us. Yeah, 2 year. Sorry, Toby.
Because it'll automatically roll over.
Yes, yep.
Until you say.
Who seconded that?
Alan,
I do. Or Jacob.
is there any other discussion on the motion? This is to go for the 130 capacity for the 2 year, which means we'd be paying, put it in the budget for next year to pay for it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Do we have a, do you tell the owner, or they want to send me paperwork?
Yeah.
All I got were emails.
I'll touch base with you tomorrow, and we'll get something, I have to send it for the others as well.
I'm sure that's how it works with these guys.
Automated meter reading system.
Okay. We had some questions asked, which I hope I answered. We'll move forward on this. One of the council members asked, what is the difference between AMI and AMR? Well, what we're proposing is an AMR system, which is automatic meter reading. An AMR, that would be where we drive a corner, we've got a laptop, it fills up the meter numbers. As we drive, the meter numbers disappear off the screen. The software will transfer over to Banyan. AMI, however, would be if we were to put it on like a water tower, and visiting with rubber, and that's a really advanced system where we could even check pressures, we could even have them shut off somebody's gas meter for non-payment instead of going up and physically doing it. The downsides of this, besides costing more, is we might have to put the water tower here. You can't guarantee it's going to reach where, because we go 10 miles up to 256 and whatever. Ellen had talked about maybe we could have a second tower. I don't know if we could maybe start off with AMR, and maybe eventually as we grow and we get more money, maybe adding a tower and changing it to AMR. That's a possibility. I think I can check on that tomorrow. The crew does come out and they train. She trained Jason and I how to install them. They said about 10 minutes a meter, how to put the index on. They would also make sure that it's compatible with family. We just have to make sure we put this up for bid. But they would be right there the crew that handles this to help us, but we would have to install it, but I'm told that they would help us to get it started, and it's very quickly to do. It's just getting started on it, and, what else did I have to say? Does anybody have any questions? I know we talked about this before, and that's kind of the difference between AMI and AMR.
I think the other thing, when I listened to the fellow that was here, that, and you, the AMI with towers, you could have a bush in the way, or a
Yes.
tree in the way, or a picnic table, and then it doesn't work. With AMR, she can drive around with the laptop and around the neighborhoods, and it'll,
No different than what we do with water, you know. And it might be that we can upgrade to an AMI as we get a little more financially flush and the town is bigger, that maybe we want a tower-based thing, but we almost have to put a second tower in there that, it's a big investment if we would just have on a water tower without assurances that it's gonna hit relevant, because with trees or anything, we could disrupt the signal from here to Renner. Because we can go 10 miles out of our city limits for natural gas, so that's why I'm just asking permission to at least put this up to bid. And this would be for a census meter. This would be compatible. Well, we have census meters and American meters on our system. This system would be compatible. We have to write the specs for what we get would be compatible with those two meter types that we have in our system right now. So,
I think, budget-wise, Janet, didn't we talk about this is where we would
We
get it?
talked about, it would be a financing option, same as we did with the government shop, or with the shop at the 2.25% interest rate that we have available to us from
USDA.
USDA. So it would be roughly, I think, Tobias, you correct me, $16,000 a year, yeah.
Anybody have any other questions?
And it just,
So with this AMI or AMR, whichever one you guys, when you choose to do, is there the ability to have a meter read the water as well? Or is this
now
just
it's
for
this,
gas?
we have Neptune reads on water. This would be strictly something that would do with census in two different systems. And we already have about 115 water reads out there now with Neptune.
Okay.
So it'd be two different.
And do you guys
Good
drive
question.
around for that too?
Pardon?
Do you drive
Yes,
by for those?
yes.
Should we try a motion on the AMR first? I think that's kind of the preferred one.
I'll move for that, the AMR.
Second.
Any other discussion on
so what's the process then? We just put together some specs and put it out to bid?
Put it out to bid.
Okay. Do we set the, Tobias, is that something that you set, like you set like the bid date, closing date, all that stuff? Is that part of the bid?
Publish once or twice in our legal paper, and then open the bids, and then you award them at the next city council meeting. Or a special.
After, okay.
it? Okay, a motion and a second discussion. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Code enforcement.
Code enforcement, I'm waiting for the crew to come for the abatement. We reviewed upon over 100 Southwest Avenue. Some things have disappeared and other things have reappeared, so just trying to, the crew that we have is a construction company that does it. We have a couple of projects we need to finish. We have been by the property, so calling again today, just waiting for them to show up to start the process. I'm going to call a deputy as well to make sure that there are a deputy present when they begin this, because you never know when you make somebody what's going to come outside of it. That's all I have to tell you.
Okay, other items, first one is volunteer acknowledgement, and I started last month, and the reason we,
Did you get these?
put volunteers' names in the minutes, is if they're volunteering and something happens and it's our fault or whatever, we're covered under liability, or they're covered. Did I say that right, Toby? Okay. Anyway, so I've got a list, Park Board, Scott Reef, Eric Nebelsack, Rod Hanson, Todd Myrie, Betsy Sprinkle, Ron Pearson, Noel Hall, Marv Weeman, and Quentin Weidner. And then I also have 3 people that have offered to help when needed, and Ryan Winter, Leon Johnson, and Don Schwer. So as we go, I think this will be on each month, and if you think of somebody, it's really just to protect them and us. Okay, declare property surplus. We just need a motion, and you have to read it. Okay. A motion, is there a motion to declare unused, non-workable, whatever junk we got laying around surplus?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried. Ordinances, resolutions, policy motions. Second reading of ordinance 266, an ordinance establishing liquor fees, license fees. That's all I need to read.
Yep, just the title.
Okay. Is there a motion to pass ordinance 266?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
What were the changes? Any changes, or are they all the same?
We never adopted these fees, this was just recommended by Patrick when we do this.
All those in favor?
Roll call vote.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Any,
Aye.
Aye.
Richards?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah. A second reading, ordinance number 267, an ordinance to rezone certain property. And that's the Tri-Valley Edition. Is there a motion to pass ordinance 267?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Do we have any sort of an agreement with them yet for the
grant?
It was on their agenda tonight's meeting, I saw.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
Did we write something up for it?
We had a letter from them stating they would cover all the costs. We had that at the last meeting, I think. Yeah, it was.
Right, but we need some sort of a signed agreement like that.
And I think that's why that was on their agenda tonight.
Okay.
I saw it was on an agenda item tonight, so I'm
Okay. Yeah.
assuming that's the reason it was on there.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Roll
Aye.
call vote.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, you came in line.
Any,
Aye.
or
Aye.
Richards?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 2020-0801, a resolution levying a special assessment for street maintenance pursuant to South Dakota Codified Law 9-43-138. And that's the front footage that's on your property tax every year, and it's the same amount.
So moved.
So we're not changing anything?
No.
Second, sorry. Second. So we're not changing anything, we have to pass this every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
Property.
Okay.
Was that a second?
Yeah.
Any, we need a motion again,
You just made a motion.
right? Okay, any discussion? Sorry. Any, all those in favor,
I,
Roll
it's,
call,
it's a
roll call.
resolution, it's a resolution.
Okay.
We're good.
Aye.
or motion carried. Okay, resolution 2020-0802, resolution adopting a discretionary formula.
So I assume this is from what, kind of off of when they came last month, the county,
When Jesse was
Jesse
here
came, yep.
from Makita, this is what Butch talked about, essentially, new development exceeding $30,000 will not be assessed for taxes until the 6th year at 100%, so this is like